Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm using paper from a watercolor pad. It's 190 GSM, acid free, and it's number 89 of 100 days of using my prints. These are some of the prints that I intend to use. I just pulled out the blues and browns because I thought brown would go good with it. My plan today, I want to apologize for the long stay away. Life got a bit hectic and stuff happens. So I really miss this. I haven't created in several days and I'm glad to be back. So this is my first sheet. What I'm doing is just using my prints and sticking down my just pieces all over. So basically it's like I'm just creating a collage on a sheet of paper. So it's like a masterboard. I have no plan. All I want to do is just stick it down. What I'm also trying to do is not put the same print next to each other. So, or similar looking prints next to each other. Other than that, that's it. I was actually intending only to do 2 sheets, but I've had more paper, more prints, obviously. And the intention for this exercise for me was to really use up those extra small pieces. Because remember, I told you all, I'm using my prints. However, it feels like I'm gaining more because I have smaller pieces now. So it feels like I actually have more paper. So this is one way for me to use it up. I actually wanted to do more, but I was running out of time. It's really late and I needed to go to bed to get some rest. So I'm just gluing things down. How have you all been? What have you been up to? Are you doing the 100 days as well? I know I've fallen behind by several days, but that's okay. Hoping to catch up, but more importantly, hoping to create more often than I have in the past week. And I miss you guys. And what happened too is I was kind of tidying up. Kind of, because I do my tidying in batches. I cannot do the entire space, it will take too long. But I was partially tidying up and I found some of the prints that I was looking for, some of my first ever jelly prints that I did, and I got so excited because remember also I was saying that I got so fed up of using the same prints all the time. So even though I had used them way previously, because there's such a long pause, they feel like new prints. And they just bring back memories. Aww. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So I'm bringing in some old, bringing in some used, bringing in some new. Well, not new, but the newer ones compared to the old ones. Like this pink and bluish piece there, that was piece that I smashed together. I put the paint down and then I put another paper over it and smash it together like we used to do in school, and that's how I got those, which I love. So yeah, once my pile goes down, I'll make some more of those and some more prints. I really want to, but I'm really trying to get my pile down. Too much papers. But honestly, I think I might make more before it's done because, as I said, I'm kind of fed up of seeing these. And that's okay. I even found one that I did with some circles. I was so surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I did this. It has such juicy texture. I pulled it out to use, but I didn't end up using it on this set. So yes. This is page 1. It's pretty much done. I tried to dry it back and front, and now we're going on to number 2. So this really was fun though. I mean, this is what I would have called a failed jelly print. I think I was doing this in my testing phases, but of course I kept it because I love how the texture came out. It wasn't planned, but I really do love how it came out. But if you want to just chill and relax and do some art, something creative, I mean, you could use your prints and just make a masterboard or 2 or 5 or how much ever. And yeah, just make a masterboard and cut it up and use it for different things. It's very relaxing. It's very therapeutic. You could listen to your book. You could listen to anything. A story. You could watch a movie. You know, because it doesn't take too much thinking and concentration. So, and then while I was doing this, something happened at home and I got so, you ever get so angry that you shake? That's where I was. So it was in the middle of creating and it helped calm me down. I did call a friend as well. That helped as well. So creating and talking to my friend, who is very, very, very helpful. Yeah, that helped calm me down. It's good to have friends, even if it's just one particular good friend. So even though I have this basically the same prints, I am trying my best to sort of still make the make each page look a little different. You know, even though it's the same papers I'm using, I still want them to be different and to look different. So that's the plan, and the rest of it is just, well, not the rest, but I'm going to do 3 pages. So I'm just going to create those pages, and then we'll see what happens next. Now we're on to page 3. I'm getting some more. Oh, I'm using Podge just to glue all my papers down. The aim of this exercise is not only to de-stress, but it's also to create some focal points. My intention at first was to just do random shapes and cut them out so I could use them on future collages. But I did some shapes, general shapes, but I also did some intentional stenciling, for want of a better description. This piece that I'm sticking down, I actually kept hoarding it. You know, there are some pieces that you like it and you intend to use it, but then you keep putting it back. And it's not because you don't like it, it's just because you like it and you want to save it for that quote-unquote special project. That was it. And then, well, I went digging around again and I was like, Gina, why are you keeping this? Just use it. Otherwise, I mean, you keep putting it back because you want to use it for something else. But when is this something else going to happen? So I finally decided to pull it out and I'm using it, which is one of the things that I am learning and coming, having to deal with and overcome, which is trying to keep things for future projects, which is important, yes, but for me it's also important for me personally to just sometimes go with the flow and just use what you have and and make more, because I have the stencil, so I could always make more. So that's the lesson for me in doing these exercises over and over and over again. I'm learning that practice makes better. I'm learning more and more, I should say, that practice makes better, because the more I do, the more I'm able to let go, because it's a form of letting go and just losing a little control so that you can make future decisions and different choices and learn. Because if you don't try something, then you wouldn't learn what the outcome could be. And then, so I'm learning a lot more because I am loosening up more with certain areas. And I love it. I love that experience. I love the feeling. I love the exploration of it all and what I'm learning from my exploration. So I have my 3 pages done. And I pulled out a couple stencils and I decided to just make some marks on them. Not to so much unify the page, but to just add some more interest on them. I decided to use black because the page is already pretty dark. And if I used another color, it probably wouldn't really show up. So I just tried to pull out also some stencils that I haven't used in a while or I rarely use. So this tree, and I know that I'm going to chop it up, as I said, and I'm just cleaning it on a page so that I could use that print in another project. So cool! And it's a book page. Yeah, so I was just looking for different stencils just to make some marks on the page, and I was going to cover the entire page with the stencil, but then I thought I'll just do it in certain places, just randomly all over the page instead. But at that tree, I wanted that entire tree on it because I want to see the surprise. I'm excited about after I cut it up and, I turn it over to see what did I get, Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. So on the second page, I decided to do only words. And I actually second guessed this page because I was thinking maybe I could keep the words and just cut out the words and use them. But then I said, this is not what I intended to use it for. So what I could do is do another page with that intention and cut out the words and to use them in future projects. So that's the plan. Maybe that might be my next video. I'll do another page and just do a whole set of words over it and cut them out to use. So yeah. So you see, try something different and then it gives you different ideas. Although I'm sure other people have done this before, but I've never. So I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to try it. But then you know how my brain works sometimes, I kind of forget about it. Unless I watch the video again, I'm like, oh yeah, I did say I wanted to try that, which happens a lot. So, but hopefully I do it soon. I'm hoping that I do it like this week, maybe. I don't know. And just, yeah, once the words come out readable, I could just cut them out and store them for use in future projects. Cause iCAD is coming up. Oh my gosh. I'm I'm partially excited and I'm partially intimidated because after doing these 100 days, which I can't believe that I'm making it. Like, it's so wow to me. I honestly didn't think I would finish because 100 days of using my prints, I honestly didn't think I would finish. But I believe now that I am going to. But now I'm thinking 61 is 61 days, right? I think it's 61 days of iCard. Can you do that? That's a lot of days. What are you going to do? Maybe I could just continue using my prints. I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. So this is the next page. Again, I'm just doing random marks on the page to bring the page, just to add some more interest, because the page is already a collage of papers. And yeah, just adding some more marks to the page. Now it's time to cut out my shapes. I decided my shapes would be anything. Instead of just doing random drawings, I decided to use stencils and masks and just circles, and I think I did a square. I was hoping to do more, but I think I only did one. But yes, so I decided to do these kinds of shapes and fit them in my future projects. So here I'm pulling out a smaller circle and my square, and I can't wait to cut them out and turn them over and see how it looks. I found this as well. I was like, yeah, why not? I could use this in a future project. I think this was the only randomish shape that I did. But yeah. So I am excited about iCard. I am. I'm hoping to keep those short. Shorter than these, and we'll see how it goes. This one I did a humongous leaf. I think I want to edit that leaf later on. I don't know. But yes, I just did some stencil shapes instead of random shapes, because why not? This one was a deer. I think I probably used the stencil once. So I thought, why not? You never know when you might use a deer, a collaged deer. Who knows? Who knows? And then I have this head that I just love, and I use it very often in projects. So I drew her out. I just love her head. And here is my bottle stencil. This is the one I actually never used. You see, it's clean. So I have some bottle and some wine glasses. Oh my gosh. Probably, well, I don't know the different types of glasses. There's probably a champagne one, but I think they're all wine. So I'm gonna cut out a couple of those, and we'll see how they look when they get cut out. Ooh. So these are my pieces. I think they're so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I like this little window thing. Yeah, I'm just putting this sheet so you can see that better. I have a couple circles. I think it's so cool because you would never ever get these patterns otherwise, like ever. Maybe I could send some to some of y'all if you want. And I kept the cutout from that, the deer. I love how the deer came out. It's amazing how the brown came out on the deer. Like I kept the cutout of that too. The other leaf, we have the cutout of the bottles. I love it! Oh my gosh. I wish I had done more hearts, though I love how that heart turned out. I am going to make more. Look at those bottles and this comb shape. It looks like a comb. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye!